Okay, here's a quick video on how to use simple linear regression to model a time series. A time series is just where your independent variable is time, and it's ordered. And so let's use regression to model a time series, to predict future for a time series. So here's a time series, and what we're doing is that we've got, on an annual basis, we have the energy cost, and it goes up every year. So a real fast way to build, and by the way, these are dates. That's a real number, it just is a date format. So if I build a scatter plot out of this, it looks like that. And there's the dates on the x-axis. If I right click on one of the data points, add a trend line, and get the equation, it looks like that. So that's my slope. So if I wanted to use this to predict the future, I could take 0.7685, that's my slope, multiplied by my date, and I'll put my date right there, minus 13240. And we just work that down. And it would look like this. So I can model this. Let's grab what really happened and the forecast. Be a little scatter plot of it. There you go. So that's a nice, that works. Let me show you another way though. What if this was not, what if this was text? What if this was like someone wrote year 2002, year 2003, and this is kind of an exaggeration, but well, that's no longer a number, it's text, and there might be different formats. Well, you don't have to stop, and you don't even have to convert that to a year. You could just arbitrarily pick an index, and I'll make it starting at year 1. It doesn't have to start at year 1, but since that's our estimates, we can just use this time index. So I could do the same thing, but I'm just using an arbitrary index, where 2002 is year index 1. Same thing, but now my x-axis is a time index. Nothing wrong with that. It works, just that when you add your trend line, I didn't want to cross the x-axis. Sorry, there. Well, that's a different formula. That's a different formula than what we had before. But that's okay, because it's no longer looking at a year, it's looking at an index. So when I code this up, it's equal to 280.68 multiplied by the index, not the year anymore. It's an index, plus 15111. Got the same number, or really close to it. Again, I'm not showing decimal places, but again, if I just would plot that now, that's that. There's history, and now this is my future using my regression model. Same thing. So don't get stuck if your time periods are not numbers. If they are numbers, use them. If they're not numbers, you can just arbitrarily pick an index. Thanks.